An introduction to child-friendly gardens.
Hello and welcome to Videojug. My name's Tom Cole. I'm Head of Horticulture at Capel Manor College, and you join me in a garden which we coin the Jungle Gym. This is for all those of you who have got kids, have got a community garden, which is a great place for kids to play around with, or have a school or a large space, or you've got loads of money and space to put either all of this in or some parts of it in. It's a garden which is based on recycled material, such as rubber matting, so if they fall over it's soft, water features which are safe, and great play areas so that everyone, adults as well, can let off a bit of steam, even through kicking a ball to playing table tennis, to sort of maybe just relaxing and enjoying a bit of the sun. This is a great little area. It's a little alcove with water feature that's perfectly safe for all. Simply constructed. You've got an excavated piece of ground with concrete added in as a bowl, a sump put in place, pumps in place to pump up water, and the whole thing covered in cobbles and pebbles. Your aquatic suppliers are be at great hands to sort of help you put this together. Simple device, and your child can just run through and really enjoy themselves. And just such a small area. This could be actually on a patio. It could be in a little small area of your garden. It doesn't have to be the whole area that we see here. Great movement, great sound for all to enjoy.
Remember that large bodies of standing water like ponds and children don't mix. If it's impractical to remove such a feature, you can buy protective pond grills from specialist retailers.
Part of the Jungle Gym has a sort of room theme running through it, and one such room is enclosed by raised walls with holes through it, areas to catch footballs, areas to play basketball and so on. It's a great place for letting off steam, and if the odd ball does get out of the area and hit a plant, it's not the end of the world. These are all plants which are hardy and can cope with not only plants being snapped and broken, but also a bit of neglect as well. This is a really good sort of user-friendly garden, a great space for all kids and maybe a few adults to enjoy as well. If you want to make a wall such as this one here, all you need are breeze blocks. Construct the breeze blocks, cut out the holes you want to create, and then really to disguise them, plaster the outside edge and then paint them any other bright colour you like. And you've got some budding young artists, they can also do a little bit of graffiti on here and not get told off for it. Great bit of gardening kit for any sort of low maintenance but fun garden.
You may also consider a tough plant like a privet hedge for an enclosed play area. Constructions in a child-friendly garden don't have to be purely practical. Building a den or fort for your children can also encourage them to play outside.
And in a garden like this, when safety is really paramount, what better to have a surface which is made of recycled tractor tyres. They've all been painted, so you've got some great colours. Here we go. These have been basically painted and pressed into the pathway, so it's a nice secure pathway. But we're also using it as a mulch on the beds. So we're protecting our beds, we're keeping the weeds down, and we're giving a little bit more colour to the borders. And if you wanted to make a path like this yourself, then you simply need to have a few key materials. Edging supports to contain the path after constructing the foundations, a membrane to lay underneath, again to stop the weeds from coming up, and then go to a really good sort of landscape supplier or even a specialist to actually get this type of recycled rubber. All advice is really available at all your good garden centres.
Artificial lawns also provide a hard-wearing alternative to traditional grass. It is possible to purchase longer-bladed, padded turf specifically designed for children's play areas from specialist retailers.
What we've tried to do here is use plants which have got different forms, different textures, such as this Formium here, the New Zealand flax, very upright leaves, very hardy, very robust. Alongside plants like this Rus or the sumac, which it'll lose its leaves, but it has great colour before it does so, and suckers everywhere. So all these new growths will come up all over the bed. You can take them out, you can leave them, you can do what you like. To a plant such as this, which will get to tree proportions, it's a eucalyptus, has a bit of fragrance, different colour, gives height, and finally Here, one of our hardiest palms. This is the Tujan palm. You get this around in all gardens these days, but it gives a bit of an exotic nature to the garden, and totally hardy again. So all these plants cope with trampling on, too much weather in the form of too much wet, too much sun. You know, they're great plants. Just leave and let them get on with it themselves. This is a great idea. This is a decking area raised off from the ground in a circular pattern, and a great sort of area for the sun when you want to just relax and unwind or just chill out with your mates. Very simply constructed. Wood and decking materials and supports all can be accessed from your local good landscape supplier and your good family run garden centre.